Hello and welcome to the Trample Back Podcast, episode 86. I'm Gary Black, and joining me this week is Chris Conroy.
Hiya.
And a different John. It's John Gavin live in the studio.
Hiya.
You sound so different when you're not on the phone.
Yeah, not as echoey.
Yeah. Vocal. Do you know what? I'm quite happy with what we use for the phone. Do you know what? It very, very seldom sort of cuts out.
Yeah.
So I could have just fucking phoned this in.
You could have.
I didn't have to battle the traffic.
But I like the idea that you did still turn up in your pants.
Mm-hmm. That's how I like to travel.
So Chris, what deaths we got this week?
A big one for American politics. Mr. John McCain.
Senator John McCain.
So much has happened since John McCain ran against Richard Nixon. Who did he run against? Was
Obama.
it Obama?
Yeah.
Obama. So what we talking?
Does seem like 2008.
2008.
Well, it's a decade ago.
But he ran on this idea that a Vietnam War vet.
Yeah.
I kind of like my war vets, feel like a winner, but he was more like a kind of captive, isn't he? It's kind of like Andrew McCarthy or Terry Waite going, do you know what? I've been strapped to a radiator. I want a short run in this country.
Any time I've ever seen him getting interviewed, you kind of always just went, I don't really believe what you're saying. I don't believe a word you're saying, you sneaky old rat.
That's exactly how I felt. But I read a story yesterday about...
You're not going to tell me you met him at a charity do once and he
No,
was
absolutely
donated
not.
money to fucking to a hospital.
When he got captured, he's actually the son of an admiral in the Navy.
Don't tell me his dad got caught as well.
No, but they knew who he was. He was like a known person because his dad was a famous...
Right, so he was...
So actually...
They knew him, the Viet Cong?
Yeah.
The Viet Cong had his... Probably he's going, see if you see him, get him.
Big party of the Viet Cong house. We got John McCain!
So they offered to trade him back to the Americans because he was such a high-profile person.
Was it like a Panini sticker album that they had?
Kinda.
Of US?
Need, go.
And there was always an agreement amongst the prisoners of war that first in, first out. And apparently McCain said, no, I'm not next to go. If you want to trade somebody, you've got to trade this guy, and refused to leave.
What did they have waiting for him? But
An angry dad.
Aye, he just had his dad going, imagine getting caught, you fucking knob.
Every dinner back at his mum and dad's house.
Every time his dad brought out the chips.
Yeah, are you going to be alright going to the shops yourself? Not going to get captured.
It's amazing to think, though, like ejecting your plane over an enemy city, just floating down the whole way, going, maybe I should have just crashed in it. Maybe it would have been better.
See, if I'd ejected myself from a fighter jet and I was parachuting into an enemy city, I'd do a slash.
Would you?
Aye, cause see,
would you have the presence of mind?
Yeah, that's spiteful. Because I would know that if when I landed, they're going to do me in something. So, well, I'll fucking shoot. I'll strike first.
This says more about me. I know that if I'd done that, the wind would change and I'd end up peeing in my own mouth.
Just that fine mist.
Take that enemy. Pot noodles.
But, apparently, like
fine mist collecting in your chute, so is it when you landed, it all just engulfed you and just this wetness.
You might have caught me, but you're covered in my push. What you doing to my fingernails?
They were saying that the injuries that he sustained weren't exclusively by torture. The injuries were that the ejection went wrong and broke his legs, and that when he was captured, they didn't give him any medical help, and his legs set back wrong.
It's one of the things they say about the Viet Cong, that their medical training wasn't up to scratch.
Yeah.
Is that why he walked around in a circle so often?
Yeah.
Just one leg was fucked and the other one straightened itself out. Was John McCain one of the good guys?
Well, no, because he was a dirty fucking Republican prick.
Aye, pretty much.
Well, I hope it's a nice service.
The Trump stuff's been a bit shady though. Apparently it's going to be if like, a politician dies, they have the flag at half-mast. Well, no, they
game's a bogey. 15 minutes, let them.
They fly the flag at half-mast,
and they kneel at the next NFL games,
and then they need to wait till his body's
cold
in the ground before they.
So that's not just
put it back up. And then Trump's just like, no what, fuck it, I want my flag up today. fuck you. All the rest of the flags on about Washington are at half-mast, but the flag at the White House was at half-mast, and then he's raised it. And it's kind of like, it's almost like Trump's kind of like the ultimate fuck you. He'd definitely do a slash if he was parachuting into enemy territory.
Do you want me to put, is it 81? Another old rich white guy.
You had another death?
The Neil Simpson.
I'm sure it was a different name.
No, Neil Simon.
Neil Simon, yeah.
In the pre-production, post-production, pre-meeting.
Okay. I know his work so well.
I know you're cut up about it.
I tried to read up about it before I come on, but I couldn't be bought learning about him. He wrote The Odd Couple.
Ah, well, fuck him.
Is he American?
Who knows? I'll check right now, see.
I'm not counting him as a celebrity.
I keep on, as I'm typing it, I was typing Paul Simon. Because I read it at first and I'm like, I know Paul Simon. Graceland. But different dude.
Or Trevor and.
Take me a wee second there. I found some of the work of Neil Simon here.
Okay.
So The Odd Couple.
Right.
The Goodbye Girl.
No.
Richard Dreyfuss and I don't know who the woman is. Barefoot in the Park. Don't know. Chapter 2.
So he's pretty unsuccessful.
Murder by Death. It is a genuine... The Sunshine Boys.
No.
Biloxi Blues.
If any
Biloxi Blues, the Matthew Broderick vehicle.
Do you know what? I really hate that word. Not that word, but see the sort of American word that's came more to the fore. Sassy.
I don't mind it.
I've had a problem with the term sassy for years. But see the old American English word that they're trying to bring back, the same thing, is moxie.
Moxie?
My goodness, she's got a lot of moxie.
Really?
Who are you hanging about with that's putting it that kind of part?
I read a lot. Right?
What are you reading?
Contemporary shit that they're trying to push this fucking stupid word onto me. By Jove, she's full of moxie.
What does that even mean?
It's like an
spirit. Full of spirit.
It's like an...
he's got a lot of moxie, that fella.
It's like chutzpah for non-Jewish people.
Okay. Like, was it eventually replaced by spunk?
There you go again with all the sex stuff, Gary. A man possessed.
She started the zinc. Started the zinc capsules. Testosterone's flying through the roof. Moxie, sassy.
Sassy, I don't mind, but I tend to use sassy.
See, I'm not going to be that guy that goes, yeah, when straight privilege day, or when straight white male. But what is the male term for sassy?
Fierce.
Nah.
It's an arsehole.
Aye.
Yeah.
See, a sassy guy is a fucking dick.
Well, I tend to use the term sassy, and if I had to give it its full context, to say she's a sassy old bitch.
It's not a compliment.
Oh, she's a sassy old...
I feel like
she's a sassy
there's a difference
crap.
between calling somebody sassy and somebody referring to themselves as sassy.
Or wearing a t-shirt with the word branded across it.
Yeah.
How do you mean? Oh, the word sassy on a t-shirt?
Like maybe in glitter.
If you go into Primark, there's a lot of t-shirts. An incident that did happen today with a t-shirt was there was a lassie in my work who came up and somebody went, oh, I like your t-shirt, what does it say on it? And she went, oh, I don't know, I think it says Champs Eli's. Champs-Élysées.
Right.
Champs-Élysées. But she's wearing a t-shirt with words on it, she doesn't even know what it means.
Well,
Granted, I had a wee spell wearing super dry t-shirts that had Japanese writing on it, but it could have wrote said anything, but that's because it was in Japanese. This one was actually just French. Yeah. And it's the fucking Champs-Élysées.
And it's quite a popular tourist attraction.
Did it have a picture of it also on it?
Just a black t-shirt, and it said Champs-Élysées, and then it had, like, I don't know if it's the French postcode underneath it.
See if I seen somebody, male or female, walking towards me down the street and they had a t-shirt on that said Moxie as fuck. I don't care if that person's on fire. I'm not engaging. Hunters of Moxie. 2 pints of Moxie are here. Listeners, if you see the word coming up in your normal day-to-day going aboutings, fucking know how much that gets in my nerves.
So if you're starting about LA this weekend, guys,
yeah,
nobody's using that in Glasgow.
Every time I hear it, it just makes me think of OxyContin.
So I think that is Oxytin or Oxygel,
it tends
the
to
spot cream.
Watch out for it. If you see it, I'm declaring it
Who would have thought we got here after me mentioning Biloxi Blues?
I'm mentioning it now. Moxie Watch is on. Every time you see the word, please share it to the pages.
And we're going to have Michaela Strachan next week with a live camera feed to check where it's being said.
Right.
I never even got to say Neil Simon's best titled film, which was a Frank Sinatra vehicle, Come Blow Your Horn. Come Blow Your Horn.
How are they spelling horn?
H-O-R-N.
Right.
No E.
So
yeah, Neil
R.I.P.
Simon.
John McCain, one of the political heavyweights.
Mm-hmm. God rest his rich ass.
Do you know what? How did he die?
Of a very long-term cancer.
Right, what if they bury him and in 3 days' time he wakes up and he just goes, not again.
This is like back in 72.
You've done it once, John. You can do it again.
Don't do this to me again, Charlie.
No, that guy gets let out first.
Was his voice as gruff as that?
In my head. I never heard him speak.
Can't really remember how he sounded.
It would be really
Maybe more
difficult
like,
to
one of them
claw
voices.
his way through the soil with his arms.
The bride did it in Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Granted, she had youth on her side and a lot of training.
Yeah, but
See-
John
see-
McCain can't raise his arms above his shoulders
How come?
because of being tortured by Vietnamese.
What did they? Put gloves on him with a string?
They made him put hunters of wash in it.
I think he carried his hands above his arms.
Oh, see, you've done this days again. We've slagged something off and then find out it's something quite
That's
horrific
horrific,
that's
aye.
actually happened.
Oh, wait now. See, just because something bad happened to him, doesn't mean that he's not a fucking roaster.
Aye, but don't slag the guy for the bad thing, slag him for the roaster bit.
He only pointed him out. You called him a rat there, and do you know what came into my head? Was Gary Mabbitt. I was reading about Gary Mabbitt today.
The former Tottenham player, Gary Mabbitt.
Gary Mabbitt.
FA Cup goal.
There's somebody I've not
scorer.
thought about since 1989 sticker book.
Sorry for if people aren't interested in football. His job was a footballer, and that's how we know him.
He played for Spurs in the Holston Pills days when they were sponsored by Holston
Early
Pills.
50s, but the interesting thing about Gary Mabbitt was he was diabetic and diagnosed really young. So at 16, 17, Gary Mabbitt was told that he would never make it as a professional footballer. Cue Gary Mabbitt playing 616 games.
For Spurs.
Aye.
So he never really made it as a footballer.
10 or 11 England caps. What else did he do?
He scored the winning goal in the FA Cup.
There you go, Gary fucking Mabbitt. He had to inject himself something like 11 times a day.
Oh, the bad diabetes?
Aye,
proper
like
diabetes.
super diabetes. No, just
Much
too much.
like his football career, it was spectacular. His
It's
diabetes, spectacular
done,
diabetes.
done nothing but halves. So Gary Mabbitt has a daughter who's doing work experience in a game reserve in South Africa.
Right.
So Gary Mabbitt goes to see his daughter, something Mabbitt, probably a Chloe,
Don't know.
goes to see the Mabbitt child.
Karina.
Goes to see the Mabbitt child in this game reserve. Gary Mabbitt goes to sleep, perfectly aware that he doesn't have much feeling in his feet anymore. Wakes up in the middle of the night. There's a fucking rat chewed half his fucking foot off. Ruined Gary Mabbitt's visit. The daughter came running in. She'd been bitten by a rat, but because
Was that not how he get woke up though? I thought that what
the
had
daughter
happened,
run in.
The rat had already chewed his foot and then went and bit somebody else, and when they screamed, that's when he woke up. And somebody's been bit by a rat, and then he's looked at his foot and went, "Oh fuck!"
But
Son's
driving question in my head is why has this not happened in Celebrity Big Brother? First one to wake up when a rat bites them. You're not getting evicted this week.
Seems like something that Jackie Stallone would have done. Just in the middle of the night, Jackie Stallone.
Stop gnawing those feet.
Just imagining it's Bridget Nielsen.
So the daughter's been bit on the thumb, on the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Mabbitt's, he's woke up, he's got half a fucking foot, he's got a stump.
It's not like people go, "Oh, watch out for the rats, they bite." That doesn't seem like a common...
Because normally folk would feel it, but because he had no feeling in his foot, that's how the rat managed to do it.
No, but you don't, like, if you were going on holiday to South Africa, you wouldn't go, "Oh, the thing to watch out for is the biting rats." I'd have thought they'd been too, not timid, but they would not want... I don't know.
And why are they not protecting the man, the diabetic man in his family that scored the winning goal in an FA Cup final? Why are they going, "Oh, I just sleep on the floor"?
Where was he actually? What was this accommodation like?
Aye, it's substandard.
It certainly doesn't sound like a Premier Inn.
No.
Lenny Henry would have fucking hunted them.
That's the show I want to see.
Aye.
Lenny Henry's manhunt.
But rat hunt.
Rat hunt.
Lenny Henry's rat hunt.
Rat hunt with Lenny Henry.
Now that would be sassy. Can you imagine they dressed him up as the mum and Tom and Jerry?
There's a rat in the kitchen.
There's a rat. Thomas! Just a sassy Lenny Henry shouting Thomas.
Just Lenny Henry in a pair of stripy socks.
Protecting Gary Mabbitt in a bunk bed.
It does have a Channel 5 ring to it.
So that rat had now ingested some FA Cup winning toes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you think it's one of those things that will take on the spiritual powers?
Well, in the world of rat football,
Yeah.
that rat's children will be like fucking Neymar.
But Gary Mabbitt was such a competitor on the park. I can't imagine him complaining. You know, like going, I need to go home. I'm sorry, I've put a real dampener on the holiday. He
probably just like wrapped his toe in a sock.
Aye, capped by
Spat
Wales.
in it a couple of times just to clean the wind. Right, that's me away, hen.
It is bad. Your dad always does something to embarrass you.
Aye.
Dad.
I remember being on holiday in, I think, Gran Canaria with my parents, and I don't know if I've told this story before, but my dad took a really bad allergic reaction to the yellow in yogurt. And in Spain, you know, there was, whether it's sunset yellow or whatever the colouring wasn't used to it. And I swear he looked like a rugby ball with eyes. And you know that way you'd seen him going out going, I don't think he's coming back for the doctors. Looks like I'm the boss of the family now. And then he came back after they gave him some antihistamine, chilled out. He just didn't eat those yogurts anymore. But can you imagine being Gary Mabbitt's daughter that's dragged you all the way to South Africa? I fucking made them come. And I knew I should have rented a place that didn't have hunters of rats. Like my mum told me, remember Jessica? No rats. Mum.
See, I think I've been quite lucky. My dad's never really done anything particularly.
Oh, so you are the embarrassing dad?
No, I do spectacular stuff to the girls. I chuck them into the freezers in Sainsbury's if they're getting wide. But I actually warn them. There's photographic evidence it where we were in Sainsbury's, I think it was Eve, and she was being wide, and I said, see if you say that again, I'm going to chuck you in that freezer. And she went, no, you won't. The challenge was set at that point. I lifted her up, put her in with the chips. She was in with the McCain chips, John McCain's chips.
Just can't get off that topic this week, can we?
I do stuff like that all the time. Or see if we're in a shop, they say they need the toilet. I'll walk them to the toilet, but as they're going to the toilet, I'll shout, mind enjoy your jobby! Mind enjoy your jobby!
Do you think, I get the feeling if one of your daughters went out to Africa to work in a game reserve...
I wouldn't go and see them. How the fuck am I got to eat when I get to Africa? I'm dead fussy. Unless they've got like chips and sausage, I've fucking no chance, man.
Well, imagine how the fucking rats feel. Gary Mabbitt's foot must have looked delicious.
This black foot. Just this black and green foot.
I wish they'd chewed the other one.
I just feel sorry for the people at Strictly Come Dancing that had to reschedule his appearance. His dance career must be fucked.
Must be finished.
Apparently it's like a big hole in his toe.
How was the holiday, Gary? Well, they chuck out all my flip-flops. What a fucking strange thing to happen to a minor celebrity.
You'd think the danger would be the big cats, the hippo.
You mean like lions and that? No, just like a big house cat.
You should have seen the lions that were as big as the rats.
Just a cat using his foot as a scratch post.
We've all been there.
Aye, but he wouldn't feel it. The cat would be like, yes, finally hit Nirvana.
What's that noise?
Sorry, Gary.
It's my bone.
Sorry, Gary, I've stood your toe.
Imagine the stories that rat's going to have for all his rat pals.
Gather round.
You will not believe the night I've had.
Gary Mabbitt, FA Cup winner. Gary Mabbitt was seeing his daughter. There he's half his toe.
Fucking him. He come back all chuffed because he'd licked Callum Best. I ate Gary Mabbitt. Would rats do that? Why would rats take a lump out of something that's living? I thought they would take a lump out of something that they knew was...
For rats hungry, it'll eat anything. Most animals, if they're hungry, would eat something that is not a threat to them.
Aye.
Huh?
And maybe give it a couple of
You hear about like cats?
Yeah.
Cats eating people? Like just like normal house cats?
I like to think that the rat that did this to Gary Mabbitt is
An
Just-
Arsenal fan.
is just wandering around the shanties of fucking Joburg, desperately trying to buy black market insulin.
Have they got a Mars bar? Who's got a Mars bar?
But a fun size one would be too big for the rat.
The good news for Gary Mabbitt is there's spare blades going about South Africa.
Oh, that was dark.
Patreon, 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 Patreon. Give some money. Go to trampleback.com and see how you can support us to make extra shit like this. Do you know who else was in South Africa this week?
Whom?
The other prominent diabetic running our society,
Who looks like a rat?
Theresa May.
Oh, really?
Have you seen the Theresa May dancing in Africa video yet?
No.
No, the current one, not the one from 3 years ago.
The new one.
That's when she was at a music
Is
festival.
it? Does she South African dance as well as she curtsies?
Yeah.
fuck.
She's
If anything, she's a far superior curtsier than she is a dancer.
like an electrified meat puppet.
What she's needing is somebody to nibble her toes to give her a bit more.
The difference, see if the rat had nibbled her diabetic digit, it would just have died.
See, if she had a big hole bitten in her toe by a rat, it would probably make the dancing better. Because at least then it would have maybe had a wee bit more natural movement. Horrible.
Teresa, there's a rat. It's ate half your leg. Oh, I hadn't noticed.
It looked a wee bit like an
Control
animation.
Alt Delete.
It looked like an animation that was missing frames. Just really jerky movements.
It's like Zapruder had been taking videos at a dancing at a club night. It's horrendous.
It'd be like my gran if Rappers Delight come on. It's just wouldn't know how to move it. It kind of reminded me at once when I was doing gigs. I was doing it at the Frog and Bucket in Manchester, and I went to this fucking indie club after it at like 2-3 in the morning, and Come Together by the Beatles come on.
Right.
Which you're like, at that time of night, oh, that's a great song to come on, but nobody knew how the fuck to dance to it. See the
too slow.
Nobody knew what the fuck to do with themselves.
Yeah.
They're all just milling about, and then even at the Come Together bit, everybody just kind of pointed in the air. That
Right.
was all they did. Just a lot of confused people.
I'm going to put an exercise here. I want just close your eyes, right? Just
Right.
don't need to answer me here.
Right.
I want you. Don't tell me any names, right? I want you to think of the most racist person you know, right?
Right.
Whether it's by accident or whether they don't know they're a racist or whether they're overtly right wing. Okay.
Okay.
Does it need to be real or
But
that made up one?
as long as it's in your head, mate.
Okay.
And now I want you to ask them, how do black people dance?
Hey.
See, I'd Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Django. That's the most racist person I can think
Right.
of. I'm gonna take you to Candyland.
So that is what Theresa May is representing. How can we send these people abroad? Boris Johnson, Rees-Mogg. What did Rees-Mogg say during the week about the Northern Irish border? Saying, yeah, there is going to be a hard border. It'll be something like it was there when the Troubles were happening. Nearly 7,000 people died during that period. It was fucking hellish, and a generation has learned to forget to move on for their children. He's gone, do you know what? I'll just be like the Troubles, but
Yeah, it didn't affect him, so what does he care?
There's a wee bit to Rees-Mogg that's almost kind of like Del Boy Trotter in that sense, that the amount of times I've heard him being presented with like really quite stark facts and truths, and he'll just go, meh,
I'll be fine.
I'll be okay.
As long as I'm making a bit of coin.
The harvest has come early this year, so we'll be okay in the vineyard.
It is Rees-Mogg that was caught moving all his investments outside the UK on the night of the...
He stands to make millions through his hedge fund company from Brexit. Millions, if not more. Like, loads of millions. How many private investors? That's why he's pushing it through. Oh,
The thing that he did, a bit like Boris Johnson, was he presented himself as this kind of lovable
buffoon.
Like, I remember, I don't know if you ever seen the tweet that he put on, and it was him and his son standing outside a tattoo shop, and the tattoo shop had a "We Only Vote Labour" sign, and the tweet that he put on was saying like, "This place isn't for us, son." And his son's looks like a mini-me version of him with his specs, and he was wearing a suit. And I thought, do you know what, that's quite funny. And then you go, oh no, but you're an evil bastard. I totally forgot about that.
Stop trying to put a wicked slant on it.
Well, the thing that is annoying me, and I've not heard you talk about it on the podcast, but you probably have, is the way I'm finding the way that Jeremy Corbyn is continually being presented at the moment.
Oh.
Just fucking so tiresome.
Yeah.
Just going, he's not the enemy. And I'm not a Labour guy or anything, but the one today, it was the guy, Lord Jonathan Sacks, father of Baugh and Baldy.
Right.
Baldy Sacks. He said that things that Jeremy Corbyn had said in 2013 was the most offensive things that had been said by a politician in this country since Enoch Powell's Rivers of Blood speech. Now, what Jeremy Corbyn actually said was that sometimes Zionists lacked an understanding of the irony used in British humour.
That's evil.
What a fucking evil bastard Jeremy Corbyn is. You're like, fuck off.
Also, Jeremy Corbyn doesn't help himself.
Quick, because he's not really got good fighting patter.
No, I just think he makes poor decisions.
No,
often.
he doesn't know how to play the game. Like these Eton educated millionaires have been. See, when we were doing tech and we were learning how to make a fucking key fob, they were sat down in a classroom and say, right, we all know one another. You've got your network now. This is how to manipulate people, tell lies, and get what you want for your hedge fund investors.
They were doing economics, and I was making a pair of Bermuda shorts and home ekies.
Aye, that's that. Truffles. See, when you took Truffles home to their mum, they'd fucking cleared a slum.
I'm kicking about with chocolate vermicelli.
Aye.
I guess what I mean is that if he thinks that coming up to Glasgow and going, hey, guess what we're going to do? We're going to tax Netflix to pay for the BBC, is going to turn the tide for him. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing.
The idea of taxing Netflix is a wonderful idea. It makes amazing sense, but there's never enough fucking million
It's
here.
not a vote winner. It's not going to get young people out voting.
But it's never going to happen either. It's so pie in the sky. You can't tell me for a minute that Netflix will all of a sudden just start paying more tax in the UK just because the UK market's that big. They'll be like, fuck it.
To imagine that the people of Glasgow are going to go, oh yeah, that would be good to secure the funding of the BBC. That's exactly what we want to hear from a politician.
No,
we've got
nuts.
We've got Cody. We've got Cody. Fuck yes. We've got the Barras.
We better go in.
We've got the Barras. We've got all the new releases in the Barras.
We're going to scrap the licence fee and we're going to use that to fund public Netflix for everyone with the same amount of money.
We'll end up with a situation where we've got the guy Romanoff, who used to own harps, that sold Beatles CDs, Beatles albums at his fucking ladder. That's what we're going to get in 30 years' time. Just some wee guy called Wally Davis.
Meanwhile,
it's a multi-millionaire.
Meanwhile, fucking, we've got Teresa cutting about with Yotto Yindi, fucking trying to limbo. Name me fucking one South African brand that we want to start going, do you know what, we need more of that shit in here. Fucking beef jerky. See the other thing, what is
that not even American?
No, what's their name? They've got a name for it.
Jerky?
Yeah, I think that's it. Biltong.
But is there not also a brand called Billabong? Billabong?
Billabong is
that not Australian?
The Australian.
Software.
Yeah.
So's Kango. So's Kango.
Yeah.
What is South Africa?
We've already raped that continent of all its mineral wealth. I don't know why we're getting back there and dancing badly as if it's going to be some kind of replacement for the fucking human rights that we're going to hand over after Brexit.
Neil Blomkamp, the District 9 director. He's South African.
Oh, Chappie,
read book.
The biggest companies in South Africa are Vodafone, Pepsi, and BT.
Vodafone, I bizarrely ended up in a museum ages ago, and it was about the tower that they've got in Johannesburg that's in District 9, and it's also in I think it's been in a few things. There's this big circular tower, but it's got Vodafone on the top of it. But it ended up being like, it was like a big circle, the tower, and the middle of it was hollow. Right. So, but it was all flats, so it was like a big circle the whole way up. But it ended up just being like run by like drug lords and prostitutes. But it Vodafone advert on the top of it. So there you go.
There you go.
That's I don't really have an awful lot of facts about South
And I'll tell you
Africa.
what else isn't going to save us from Brexit and austerity. All these people thinking that opening an ice cream shop's a good fucking idea. But I stay, it's just like, they're fucking cropping up everywhere.
Ice cream shops are kind of like the foot spas of the
Yeah, there's a new one in Balloch just opened this week.
There's one in Coatbridge called Coney No Day that.
That's better than the Balloch one's called King Cone.
There's one in Cambuslang called A Wafer, A Cone, Ya Nugget.
That's quite good.
A wafer, a cone.
Do you know what? I pass it a lot. I'll take a photograph and I'll put it onto the Patreon. It doesn't look good. I don't pass it and I'll go, oh my god, Dime Bar Crunch is going to sort of take away the sting of losing the NHS to an American insurance firm.
I've been to the one not far from where this is recorded, Big Licks. It's alright.
But you're not going to go daily.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's just going to be more empty retail units unless they are the taxi firm, sunbed, money laundering. And if that is the case and there is a lot of high profile gangsters using it to launder the money and make it clean, then I really hope it works out.
You would think the price of their ice cream would be less if that was the case.
There's a shop in Hamilton that was doing protein shakes, but actually just made up. Like you would go in and say, I want a blueberry shake with protein in it.
Right.
And that's a shop in Hamilton. Granted, it's round the corner for a gym, but the shop's next to it. The shop's next to it is a
Cash for Gold,
a chemist, and I think there's 3 charity shops and a tattoo shop.
Aye.
Oh, I had an altercation in a Boots at the weekend.
Right.
This isn't you weren't parling out their sex chat to lassies.
This was the Geordie lassie that you were stalking in the Central Station Boots.
That was a long time ago. I've grown up since then.
Right,
It wasn't stalking, it was just admiring from afar.
Like a magpie.
Exactly, like a friendly magpie.
What was the name of the guy that did the Oklahoma bomb? Timothy
McVeigh.
Aye, he done a lot of admiring for it. If he just got a bit closer and spoke to them, maybe
touch of the making a murderer about it.
Aye.
Next thing you'll be throwing cats in fires.
Well, this is the thing, like, my neighbours don't really know much about me and think that I'm just a nice, quiet guy that keeps myself to myself.
That is exactly what they will say.
Yeah.
It's going. They just seem to come and go, and aye, it seemed nice.
What long time listeners will know that I have to take pain medication for my back. So I've got strong ones that I get on prescription from the doctor, but because I've been taking them for so long, I buy off the shelf ones that you can only get at a chemist that are weaker, so as to not cripple my body with paracetamol.
Okay.
So I went into Boots.
Hey kids, stomach lining's important.
Exactly. And these ones you can get in Boots have ibuprofen and codeine instead of paracetamol and codeine, so it kind of balances it up a little bit. My doctor's fully aware I do it. We've discussed it. Ibuprofen and codeine isn't available on prescription. It's only available with paracetamol. And I can afford to do it, so it's not a problem.
I can afford to do it.
I can afford to spend $2.50.
That's £3.60.
Pimping. Gary Black.
Flashing the cash. So I went in. I said, I just want one of the boxes of ibuprofen and codeine, please. She goes, is it for yourself? Yes. Are you taking any other medications?
And you fucking told the truth?
Told the truth. Rather than saying no, I said, well, actually, I take the stronger version that's got paracetamol, but the doctor's aware of it, so it's fine. Oh, hang on a minute.
Did she go and ask somebody?
She went and got the pharmacist. She went and got the pharmacist, and I was going, oh no, the doctor's... It doesn't matter to me if the doctor's aware of it, I just need to check. So the pharmacist come over, I had to go through the full story, explain everything. And I made the mistake of saying, I get the stronger ones, they've got 30 milligrams of codeine and they've got 200 milligrams of paracetamol, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, actually, the strong ones don't have 200 milligrams of paracetamol, they have 500 milligrams of paracetamol.
Well, I
like,
take two and a
so
bit.
they do. So you're right, I made a wee mistake there.
Why did you not
Why
just
don't
walk
I-
out and go to a different
Aye,
chemist?
fucking 100%.
I know.
You're
I know.
fighting a fight that doesn't need to be fought.
Also,
Meanwhile, Gary Mabbott's in the queue waiting to pick up antibiotics,
Also,
and he's
see-
arguing about.
see, if I
one
was
that-
trying to kill myself with codeine, I wouldn't have said to them, "I am taking other stuff." I would
You'd,
have said, "No."
Smoked it and injected it the
Right.
traditional way. It actually have just reminded me of
2 boxes of River Phoenix, please. It's on prescription.
Just the other week there, I had an ear infection, so I had to pick up a prescription. There was 2 things that your story reminded me of. The first one was that they said to me, you need to put these eardrops in, right? So it's like sodium bicarbonate eardrops or something like that. So the doctor gave me a prescription, and he says, they sell them in the chemist anyway. And I says, well, how much are they in the chemist? He's like, oh, they're only like maybe about £1 or something. I says, well, don't give us a prescription. I'll just buy them. And he's like, well, if you just take it with you anyway, that way you know exactly what you're looking for. Like, no bother. So he goes into the chemist, and I said to the woman, I get sent in for these. I'm just going to buy them though, instead of paying
It's going to backfire you in your cancer years, isn't it? The God, no, you pay for your own medication.
Well, the woman goes like that, oh, it'll only take me 2 minutes. And I'm like,
they'll also only charge the doctor's surgery £40 for them.
I was trying to say, it'll actually work out that I'm not costing the NHS as much money if I just purchase it with my own money. She's like, oh no, I'll just take 2 minutes, and took it off me and just went and got me. And then while I was in the queue waiting, a boy came in to get Viagra, and he had to fill out the form, and he obviously had a pre-existing heart condition of some sort,
no.
and he's wrote it on the form. So he's went through the whole thing of saying to the woman, I'm in for Viagra. Then he's had to fill out a form that says at the top it Viagra in front of everybody in the chemist. And then get
dirty bastard.
and then get a knockback. Then get a knockback for the Viagra. I do think that it does take a certain high level of boldness of a guy to just stroll into a chemist, but I'm getting my whole night, gonna give some Viagra. It's a level of boldness above Johnny's.
See, the funniest thing, see when you're talking about this counter embarrassment, there was this guy we ran about with when we were younger, and a couple of my pals bumped into him, but we hadn't seen him for like 10, 12 years. We'd been through to Stirling for a club night. I must have been in my early 20s at the time, but I was his designated driver.
Was it Fubar?
No, it was a bus. It was our pals DJing in Bathgate, so we all met in Stirling, then get the bus down Bathgate, and then I think it was a room at the top.
Room at the top.
So we all went down, but I was sober enough to drive the next day, but everybody else had been up sort of partying hard. This pal of ours, Swaz, I stopped to get the diesel at the petrol station, and I swear I hadn't stopped the motor travelling, like moving, and he had already, like, as high as a kite. He's fucking as high as tits, man. The motor of the door of my Fiesta, and he jumped out when the motor was still moving, and in 2 steps had strode over to the flower counter. You know, the buckets outside the petrol station, and picked up the biggest bunch of flowers. And then in one motion, he's picked up the flowers and marched straight in. The doors opened in time. Like, the whole thing's been poetry. So fucking, he's done this movement in 2 strides. He's out the car. The car still hasn't stopped. He's picked up the biggest bunch of flowers, and he just plonked himself straight in front of the Todd Mag section, the scrapbook section, the top shelf. But he's that high. He's just trying to make everybody laugh. This is 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. He's touching his chin, and he's thumbing the titles. Escort, Razzle, he's going through them all. But he's made a big performance of this, and by the time I get in, he's picked one up with a bunch of flowers, and he's went over to the counter and he went, "Just these, thanks." But you know that way he's forcing the eye contact, but this time he's given all the embarrassment to the colleague, to the person working in the shop, and he went, "I know the purchases look strange, but it's my mum and dad's anniversary." But just in one movement. But
I've never had that level of boldness about me, ever.
Just the scud and the flowers, please.
When I was a teenager, we used to go to the local shop and buy maybe 13, 14. We'd sneaky buy a Daily Sport and cycle to Lust and split it between us, page by page.
Is that how you got in bushes?
Aye.
Just falling out your pocket in the back of the bike ride back.
One that actually happened to me just not that long ago. I think I told you about it on the phone, Chris. I needed to go and get milk, so I left my flat and went to the shop to get milk. and it was as if somebody just had a clear out of their entire porn stash
Right.
and ripped it up into only 4 bits. So they just ripped it like a quarter bit, right? But then just left it everywhere, and I'm not joking, there was reams of just flesh. Reams of flesh. All the way from...
I've often wondered the state of mind. Are they in the bush going, I've nowhere to store this.
I can
I'm
come
just
back
so
and get
angry.
these later.
This wasn't even bushes, this was literally on a pavement. You know,
No, that's an angry mum.
You know, John Street in Hamilton?
Aye.
Right, John Street in Hamilton's just like quite a busy street.
Aye.
It's quite a narrow street. It's flats everywhere and houses. And it was just this porn all the way from there to the tobacco
Right.
in
The train
Hamilton
station.
Centre.
You know, a similar thing happened to a friend of mine. So it was on Suckyhall Street, and it was just across from the ABC. He was walking home from college, heading to the train station, and there was a 60s plus porn sitting on the middle of the street. So he picked it up and he went, "Oh shit, you know, there could be kids about," and he just put it in his bag and walked away.
That story.
That's happened to my
And
friend.
he went home.
Dear, if any children were to see this, they would be corrupted. I
Went home.
better hide it.
He went home and forgot about it, and then for whatever reason that night, his mum went into his bag for who knows
60
why,
plus.
and went, "Why have you got this?" I was like, "Oh, I was trying. It was just on the street. I was trying to stop people from seeing it."
And I tell you what, you'll not be going to see your gran this week.
You know, I think his mum would have had an awful lot more respect for him if he just said chugging. Just no emotion about it. Chugging. I was going to rip the head off it more.
There's been different things happening with my pals. Like, I'm not going to name them, but my mate had a wank sock.
One of my mates had one of them and all fucking stinking.
And see, a couple of times he went to retrieve the wank sock, and his mum had laundered it. There's been a few things like that happen. Like, there was one of the boys, the mum tidied up the bedroom, and he came back and the bedroom was pristine, but his scud books were just left in a neat pile by the side of his bed. Mums are not daft.
One of my mates had a wank sock. He also, I remember going to his house after we'd been at a party and we went to his house the next day. We were only, I don't know, 15, 16, and he'd spewed in a bag, but rather than like get rid of the bag, just left in his wardrobe. It was I've never smelt such a fucking stinking smell.
I'm going to say this. See, used to left it. It's all wanking stories and porn. You do not get this with John Walker. Let's finish with an actual news story.
Well, I haven't said the word cunt once, so that's every cloud.
Right, John, this is a story that you have been excited about. You've been going, can we talk about it now? Can we talk about it now? Can we talk about it now?
I just found it funny.
Right.
There's a cookbook
coming
out in America. The name of the book is called Crook to Cook.
Crook to Cook.
Crook to Cook. Some of the recipes include a lobster thermidor and gin and juice.
Gin and juice.
It's Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is bringing out a cookbook.
Right.
Lobster thermidor and then a separate recipe for gin and juice.
Right.
Which I can't imagine is a particularly difficult recipe.
1 part gin to 1 part juice, surely.
Pretty much. I would have just thought, like, with the amount of weed that Snoop smokes, that these cookbook would just be like
just Pringles.
Potato waffles.
Aye.
Potato waffles.
With a fried egg on it.
Aye, with a bit of cheese put in the middle.
Whatever's lying about this.
Digestives with dairy.
Hushties. Is there any cannabis in the recipes?
The news source that I found didn't reference that, but knowing
I would assume
knowing what that cheeky scamp is like, there's probably going to be at least one cake recipe that has got weed in it.
Why am I not turning on the television seeing white people scream about cultural appropriation like they did with Jamie Oliver last week?
Well, apparently he had actually done a TV show with Martha Stewart.
Right.
Which was called Potluck Dinner Party. I've no idea what went on in this. But yeah, Crook to Cook. But the story then went on to talk about other celebrity things that had happened. So I thought after the last podcast I listened to was where you had a taste test for Coca-Cola.
Oh,
it's one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard in broadcasting history. It's like listening to the snooker.
Yeah,
it was about 45 minutes it took.
It just that I was like, nah.
Walker was getting angry. Like, I could see him fidget. You know, he's going, "Is fucking he really doing this?" Like, it makes him happy. Just fucking. Just fucking roll it.
Well, the stories that it went on to talk about. So this is my kind of quiz element here. Somebody was they partnered with the toilet tissue brand Charmin,
Right.
and they opened toilets in New York. Which celebrity do you think did that?
I think I know it.
I'll let you do the yes, no.
Nicole Scherzinger.
No, but yeah, it's a female. I'm going to just throw clues, otherwise it'll drag on forever.
Do you want to have a guess?
Is that a female artist?
A female.
Is it Shaka Khan?
No.
I'm on the right.
Help me, Shaka Khan.
No, I wanted to say Shabba Ranks.
Shaman.
Cyndi Lauper.
No. I really...
Eartha Kitt.
That would have been the ultimate product tie-in. This person, you wouldn't even necessarily describe them as an artist, but they're very, very.
Because it rhymes with shit.
Is it Oprah Winfrey?
No, less talented.
Why are we all picking black people to endorse toilets?
Ricky Lake.
No, this is a current celebrity,
Right.
Miley Cyrus.
a massive celebrity. On that level, probably.
Taylor shit.
Beyonce.
Who is the worst female celebrity you can think of?
It's Kardashian.
It's Kim Kardashian. Yep.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian in 2010 opened toilets in New York in Times Square. She said as they give the gift of restrooms near Times Square. Fucking
Factual.
idiot. This next one, this is quite an easy one. Steaks. Somebody brought their own line of steaks.
We know that prick.
You don't know this one, Gary?
It bombed. It was a big advertising campaign. It was just hopeless.
Promoted it on his own TV show. He got a load of people on his TV show to come up with a brand strategy to make these steaks work.
And it bombed.
And they fucking went out of business like after about 2 months.
Right, I'll give you a clue.
After selling the steaks on QVC,
I'll give you a clue.
that well-known meat provider.
Sometimes he turns up and he kids on a woman as his wife, but it's no his wife, it's a body double.
Oh, Trump steak.
Trump
Trump
steak?
steaks, of course.
Yeah, fuck's sake,
Sorry,
Gary.
fuck, I didn't know that.
Next one, coffins. Online of coffins. This is quite a famous one.
Clint Eastwood.
Big tongue.
Joseph Jackson.
Clint Eastwood.
See what
No,
Gary's doing right now,
no,
sticking
it's
his tongue out.
Gene Simmons.
It's Gene Simmons, the Kiss
Gene
casket.
Simmons, mate.
Also spelt casket with a K, which is a nice touch. Limoncello. Somebody's brought their own brand of limoncello.
I know that. I've heard somebody reference it before.
Which is interesting because it is a small drink. The wee clue there. It's a small drink.
Is it a small person?
Yes.
Vern Troyer.
No, bigger than him. Between Vern Troyer and Tom Cruise.
Was that Daniel DeVito's?
Danny DeVito's
Aye.
limoncello. Apparently turned up on the programme The View. And him and George Clooney had been rattling it. And he's steaming.
Good on him.
I fucking love Danny DeVito. He's just a really cool guy. And then the last one, his own range of metal detectors. This guy, brought his own line of.
Could you give us a clue?
He was a beast. Like he's in the music industry and a beast, like a well-known beast, but not a prosecuted beast, because it was kind of alright beasting.
Mate, you're going to need to narrow it down. There's at least 4 in the comedy circuit people are having to gig with in Scotland.
Well, this guy is from one of the biggest bands ever and was a confirmed beast.
Oh, fucking thingy plant?
No.
Plant's Jimmy Page?
Nah.
Well, he is a confirmed beast.
Yeah, a confirmed beast.
Confirmed guitar player, sorry.
Yeah.
Townsend.
Nah.
He was just looking for research.
He actually married the lassie that he beasted.
Elvis Presley. Sorry, R. Kelly. R. Kelly.
Nah.
But Presley did do that.
Presley did do that. She was only 14.
Jerry Lee Lewis. There's fucking loads of them, mate.
British
Beast.
British 60s.
Does sound like fun.
Oh, Wyman.
Bill Wyman's metal detectors. Yeah. Bill Wyman metal detector.
It's fucking so sad. There's so many beasts in entertainment.
It said the Bill Wyman signature detector, perfect if you want the satisfaction of finding your own buried treasure. Fucking beast. He was a confirmed beast.
Yeah, she later married Pat Vanden Houw, who would have played against Gary Mabbitt in the London Derby. Brings us back full circle.
Full circle.
Nice. So that's us this week. Thanks for coming, John.
John,
Pleasure.
we really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the better John.